Okay, hi fellow people. This is like third time doing this video, so I'm gonna get this right this time. Um, Today is the 13th of October 2013. So I'm pre-testosterone. I'm talking about binding and yeah, just binding. So as you can see here, I'm wearing a binder by Tea Kingdom. Which costs a lot. I think I paid about 70 euros, something like that. Yeah, so it's pretty expensive. Before though, I was running with these. I was not supposed to be running with it. Yeah, advice if you can try to avoid this. I've heard that some bind with ace bandages, but I didn't do that because I couldn't find any. So I found this instead. Basically, it's just, I think it's made to wrap around your ankles or something to prevent pulling your muscles. And so this part is sticky. Actually, it's not sticky anymore since I used it. But yeah, essentially it's a bit like duct tape, except it's better, I guess, in that because it's not that hard. So it's better than duct tape, but it's not good. Yeah, so essentially, yeah, that's essentially what I was doing for about 4 months. I think I binded like that, or maybe a little more. I'm not exactly too sure. Yeah, and then I did, well, not this one actually. I got a medium size. If you want to see what the ones from Tea Kingdom look like, they're sort of like this. I mean, this is only one of the types. There's a lot of different kinds. With like, I got one that's long, so it's sort of like a t-shirt. I know it's really weird like this. It looks like a dress. Like, I don't know if you can get the whole thing on. But yeah, you don't see this part if you tuck it into your pants. But yeah. So just shows what this is, a medium actually. So oh shit. This is a and there's like, okay, this is a medium one actually, and I measured myself for it, and well, the measurements are actually just you measure round here in just above your nipples, and some kind of measuring tape that's obviously not the straight ones that don't bend. Or you could just take a piece of thread or like rope, I guess, and then measure that. But yeah, so I measured for like a medium. I don't know if I did it right or not, but yeah, I ended up getting a medium, and it was way too big. And even this one is actually a bit big. I mean, it's not big around here. It's just I can do this. I mean, I don't know if that's normal or anything, but yeah. So yeah, so basically this one comes with a strap, which is pretty good. 1 second. Right there. So you put it on. So basically you're not struggling to put it on. You just put it on really easily. It fits, and then you strap it to whatever it fits or comfortable or binds better, depending, whatever you want. So yeah. I went for a small one afterwards, I guess, because the medium, it binded, but it still showed pretty. I mean, it was like, so I mean, and maybe I bind way too hard. I don't know. Because I was binding with these. I was binding really hard, and I'd get scars, and then because it was also sticky, I'd rip it off, and it would pull off some of my skin. So I mean, I don't know if I still have scars from. I think I don't anymore. But yeah, and then I'd get like the sticky stuff would just stick on and just stay, and I can't get that off in the shower for some reason. So yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna show you the binding effects, like right here. So, I mean, it's relatively flat. I guess you could take this off, actually. So, I mean, yeah, it's not that great. I mean, it was better when I was binding with these things, but that would be really bad. So, yeah. actually, it's like really cold in here. Like, I mean, we're only October and it's freezing. And I don't know. I mean, I'm in Paris, so I mean that's basically a bit too cold for October. I find. Anyways, I've been here for long, so I can't really judge that. So yeah. Anyways, compared to Canada, though, where I was before, I don't know, did we have cold weather like this? Yeah, we did have cold weather like, but I just thought that like Paris would be warmer, relatively warmer, which is a disappointment because I thought I'd wear my shirts a lot longer, and I got like a lot of fandom shirts. Like, see, I'm diverting from the point, but whatever. From the future, like the Back to the Future one, which is pretty cool. I got like a ton of them. I can't wear them that much. Well, I can wear them with a sweater on top, and then if you go outside, I have to like put stuff on that covers it up. Anyways, yeah. So I think that's all I could. Yeah, it says on the notice that you could only wear them for about 6 hours, right? And I'm wearing them for a lot more than 6. I basically put them on when I get up, and then take it off when I go to bed. But I try to take it off in the middle of the day a bit, and like, it depends. Like if it starts hurting, which would be like right about here, because especially since I'll show you this one. It's got the sticky thing, Velcro. It tends to hurt like right. Shit. Because you're sticking it tends to hurt like right there, because this is pressing onto your skin, and so it leaves a bit of a mark. And I get used to that, but after a while it starts to hurt, I guess. And at first not, like after a couple of hours, like after more than 6 hours, yeah. So I'll take it off then, or if sometimes I get just like general pains. I don't think that's not normal, so yeah, I tried to like take that off and wait till it stops paining to put it on again. I mean, sometimes I don't because I'm out, so I guess that's like really negative effect. And I think that affects your back. I'm not sure if it affects your back or your rib cage, because I heard that binding can like crush your rib cage, but I guess if you're not binding that hard, it doesn't crush your rib cage. Because I've heard that people faint from it, and that's never happened to me, so that's yeah. As for back pains, I don't know if this is information you should count on, but I saw my doctor about it, and she said that generally, from what she knows, binding, but she said she doesn't know that much, but from what she knows, binding doesn't cause any back problems or like any effects, she said in general, other than the fact that it would weaken your muscles, I guess in your back, in your back. You weaken certain muscles in your back since it's just covering them and you're not exercising them, I guess. And for that, she said, sports is a good idea to take and just keep, especially ones that like, well, I'm taking karate, it's exercises your entire body, and like all the types of like movements, and it exercises all the muscles basically, so you get around to working them. And you can also exercise with the binder. You don't have to take it off for the effect to work, in a sense. Yeah, that's basically. And what else? So yeah, I've been binding for about a year now. Does that make it a full? No, not a full year actually. 3 months less than a year. And the binder, I think the binder works less well than it, just because you can also do this, which is like, I don't know if you can see that from there, but you can push, which when I was binding with these, you couldn't do that. It would be like stiff, hard, because you bind over and over, and the fabric is a lot harder once you go over it again, and it squishes it really a lot tighter because you're tightening it. I mean, it's not good for you, but it would probably bind more. I mean, people generally don't see that you're wearing a binder, and it has the effect of this, but the comfort-wise, I guess I don't show off my chest as much as I did with this than with the binder on. I still feel a bit, yeah, but I hunch less though, so that's good. It takes that away, and I don't hide yet. I don't hunch and hide anymore like I used to, and wear 506 jumpers and not be able to wear a t-shirt comfortably. But oh yeah, another thing other than biting I wanted to talk about was being upright, like standing up. I used to sometimes try it with like paper toilet rolls and stuff like that, and obviously that works, but you have to like cover the whole part, like you have to make sure you go low enough so it's not halfway in and then it falls half on the floor, and you also have to, like, because they're big, that allows you to like place it properly, but it gets wet really fast. So I mean, if you're peeing for a really long time, that's not ideal, because then it'll just like drip off and then get moist and wet and then crumble apart. And you can only use it once, obviously, so that's a downfall to it. And it's huge, so I mean, if you're carrying that into the bathroom, you'll be people see that. What I found other than that was this. This is just a tube. Actually, it was this tube was around this thing, but yeah. Anyways, I guess any tube would work. It sort of works. I guess now I'm just sitting down. I'm not standing up and using this because I tried it a couple of times. It works sometimes. Like, you have to aim properly because it's so tiny. You have to know exactly where to put it, because if you don't put it right, then it's gonna go all over the place. And yeah, I've tried that and I had to clean up on that. But yeah, as I said, you gotta place it properly, and you gotta press hard enough too, because it'll just dribble off if you don't press hard enough. And placing, yeah, which is really hard. And I think you also have to like pee really hard, because if you don't, then I think it'll just like, it depends on how you're holding it, because I mean, if also the screen went down, if you're holding it down like this, I guess it's okay, but you have to get like really close to the bowl. If you're holding it upwards though, that's a problem, because if you're not peeing hard and you're holding it, well, even if you hold it like this or whatnot, when you pee, it'll stay around this area, so obviously it'll just dribble down. It won't dribble upward unless you're like peeing really hard, then it'll like project it outwards, right? So I mean, even if it's just a little bit like this, you still have to project it pretty hard so it can come out and not like spill off of the sides. And I guess even if I did it the times it did work, for me it was like a success. I never did a success, but it sort of did go off on the sides, etc. So it's not exactly ideal. They have stuff for that, but I just didn't buy it. Also, before any information, I'm not seeing anyone or anything, like seeing a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I'm not seeing anyone, so, which I'm planning to do soon. But so yeah,